This is Marketing Fundamentals with Bob. Topic 16 and the last topic, sales promotion and personal selling. Well, first thing of all, let's kind of define exactly what we're saying sales promotion is, and that is incentives to consumers, coupons, premiums, contest rebates, or the trade, allowances, co-op advertising, trade show marketing. The key point, to create a short-term incentive to buy. That's the point out. So let's hit these one at a time, and let's first of all look at consumer sales promotion. And you may be familiar with a good number of these things. We got coupons. Coupons, low redemption rates and high costs make them pretty impractical for small share brands. Another disadvantage on coupons is many or most are going to be redeemed by your current loyal users. Having said that, we certainly do want to reward those loyal users to discourage brand switching. Then we have rebates. Now the coupon is giving your price reduction at the point of sale at the time you purchase. By contrast, the rebate is going to come direct from the manufacturer, probably by mail. When you send in the form, the proof of purchase, that UPC code, and a cash register receipt. Some rebate examples. Oh, the one, I wish they'd come back with this one again. Pepsi used to do that $10 Super Bowl rebate. Buy 5 12-packs of Pepsi and get a $10 rebate. Well, Albertsons at the time was running 4 for $10. Buy 4, get 1 free. So it's $10. And so with the sales tax, 75 cents. I'm paying 75 cents for 5 12-packs of pop, and all that's going to the state of Florida. How can they afford to do that? They're giving the product away, literally giving it away. Because, amazingly, of all the people who buy up that amount like that and get the form and they're ready to do it, like 10% send it in. 90% of the people won't go out and clip out that UPC and put it all together and then fill out the form and mail it in. I'll do it. For $10, you bet I'll do it. Even on a big item. Say a $200 rebate on a TV set, something like this. Like 50% send it in. This is crazy, but that's what it is, so that's how they can offer the rebates. If there are 2 more people like me out there that always send them in, they wouldn't be able to afford to do this. You got premiums. Oh, you get a free Beanie Baby with go to the Cubs game for the kids, a free cookbook with a magazine subscription, something like that. A self-liquidating premium. You may not have heard of one of these things. But a self-liquidating premium has the costs fully factored into the promo deal, and the key point, the premium item can stand alone. When I was working Mellow Yellow, we used to run a deal which said, buy a Mellow Yellow t-shirt for $8, get a free 12-pack of Mellow Yellow. Well, of course, the 12-pack was not free. It was all packaged. The $8 paid for everything. But if you didn't want the t-shirt, you could still buy the 12-pack of Mellow Yellow, the premium, ostensibly at a promo price. Contest, sweepstakes, contest. You got to complete some task to win it. So the Pillsbury Bake Off, you got to submit a recipe, something like that. Here's one. Can you imagine how could you do this thing? You take a car. I think it was Pensacola Honda did this at Cordova Mall, and full of ping pong balls, and just the closest guess to the number of ping pong balls in the car, you win the car. Holy mackerel! They're giving away a car? Isn't that insane to give away a car for just guessing the number of ping pong balls in it? Except again, have you begun to get the idea around here? We look at alternatives to 30-second spots. Think of this. People go into the mall, they see the car, they've taken a real close look at that car now, then they're filling in the form which gives the dealership contact information. Think the price of that car, compare that to what it would cost them to run 30-second spots on cable. I got to tell you, I think that giving that car away is a lot more bang for the buck than they get in traditional radio kind of advertising. Sweepstakes, by contrast, random chance, fill in the form, register online, something like that. You got then the loyalty marketing programs, frequent buyer programs. These guys are unique in that their objective is to build long-term relationships. So the airline's frequent flyer programs, the motel, stay a certain number of nights and you get a free night. Sampling. I can do sampling in-store, by mail, elsewhere. Oh, back in the days. Back in the days in Chicago, they used to do sampling in the liquor stores every Saturday morning. Oh, come what a deal. Go about 10 o'clock, you go out into one liquor store and they say, we have this red wine. Oh, I'd like to try some red wine like this. Oh, we have these aperitifs. Oh, I'd like an aperitif. And, or, sir, would you care for a shot of tequila? Why, yes, I wouldn't mind if I did. By noon, you'd be wasted. Those days are gone. You can't do that at all. But the whole point of this thing is it lets the prospect try the product risk-free. Pharmaceutical reps give samples to physicians. The idea being the physician gives you a sample. You can try this prescription risk-free for 5 days. If it works, here's a prescription. You can fill it out and you can actually buy the product. You might do sampling for a product that people are reluctant to buy. Buffalo burgers. I better have a little small sample to let me try a buffalo burger before I decide I'm going to buy it. High-end commodities like a Starbucks. It's a lot of money. That little bag of Starbucks cost me more than a big old can of Maxwell House. Let me try it. And if it, yeah, it's good. It's very good. Give them a coupon. Make sure it's got a little price promo going on at the same time. If you're going to do this, you better have some differential advantage in sampling. Your product better be better. POP, point of purchase materials, especially in displays, designed to attract attention at the point of encounter. As we have discussed, just put POP on a display, you're going to double your sales, and particularly important for discretionary type of impulse products. Then we have trade allowances, price reduction, rebate, free merchandise for performance of some kind. Make sure you get performance out of this. Pass the savings on to the consumer, performance at the outlet level, co-op advertising, minimum order size, something. Now here's a little point. When you have your own sales force and you're calling on the buyers, you're sitting there meeting face to face, you can pretty well insist that, well, if we're going to give this promo, we want to be in the ad, we want a certain minimum order size and all this. If you're going through an agent, and that agent is likely calling on that buyer, representing maybe 8, 10, 12 or more deals, you're probably not as likely to get them to insist on performance at account level for that trade deal that you give them. But here's a point on this. When you're selling to the trade, make very, very sure you understand that what is the benefit of that product promo to your customer, the store manager. Depending on the type of product, it's a totally different benefit. Do not embarrass yourself by selling the wrong benefit. Say we have non-discretionary items, salad dressing, dog food, toilet paper. Basically, I can run it on promo. I'm probably not going to use a whole bunch more of it. So salad dressing goes on sale. And as we get Ken salad dressing, buy one, get one free. I'm not too likely to decide, gee, salad dressing is on sale. I think I'll have 2 salads today instead of 1. Dog food was on sale. Yeah, let's feed the dog twice today. No, it's not going to happen. There was an incredible deal at Winn-Dixie a while back. Cottonelle, 9 mega rolls for $4.49. That's a deal. So I saw that deal. I went and got 2 buggies because I figured, oh, hey, I can put this stuff upstairs. I can use it for insulation. It doesn't eat anything. I'm not going to see a price like this again. So I'm just loading the thing up and loading up the buggies. There's one lady, she's coming up toward me, and she clearly wants to get a 12-pack for herself. And I just figured, hey, lady, assert yourself. You better ask. You better start moving in and grab something. She never did, so I took it all. I emptied the whole display. And I took it home, and I loaded up with this stuff, and I was sitting home. And I was thinking, that was an outstanding deal. I mean, just 9 mega rolls of Cottonelle for $4.49. You know what? I'm going to take me an extra dump today. No, that doesn't happen. When you're selling to the trade on a basic non-discretionary product, don't tell them about all the extra profit they'll make. They may have a lot of sales and a lot of extra profit the week of the deal. They won't sell any for the next 10 weeks. They ain't going to sell any toilet paper for the next 3 years. Don't stop that. It's a traffic builder. That's the benefit. It gets people in the store. So therefore, you're going to wind up ultimately making your money off something else. Don't tell the wrong benefit. Contrast, discretionary item, people don't have to have it. They may use more of it. Soft drinks. I can run Coke on deal. I run a deal. We're going to run 4 for $11 this week. What happens at home when you have 4 12-packs instead of 1 12-pack of Coke on the bottom shelf this week for all little kiddies? They can drink it all up. That's what they're going to do here. Beer, the same sort of thing. Even though it's basically an elastic product, I might still get a big kick on every once in a while on a big promo deal. It was very amazing. I was Winn-Dixie. No, it was Publix. It was Publix. I was at Publix. And I noticed, I went in there and I saw a big old display, about 200 cases on the display. It was Budweiser, $5.99 a 12-pack. And I said, that's an outstanding deal on Budweiser, even though I would not drink that stuff, but it's a pretty good price for Budweiser. And I see a couple of guys coming down the aisle. Clearly, they're college students. They're from the university. You can tell by what they're wearing and what they got in the buggy. And I'm so wait, I'll take a look at this stuff and just see what these guys see when they come to that display. So they're walking by it, all of a sudden they see this display, go, ooh, wow, 12-pack, $5.99 for Budweiser. This is beautiful. Hey, we got the poker game tonight. We need a couple of 12-packs for the poker game. Friday, the women are coming over Friday. We need a couple of 12-packs for the women coming over. Saturday, we're going to the beach. We need a couple of 12-packs to go to the beach. And then Sunday, we got the ball game. Sunday, we need a couple of 12-packs for the ball game Sunday. So they're set for the weekend, right? What happens in the poker game tonight? Yeah, they drink it all. Get more inventory in the house. They're going to drink it all. That's the whole thing. So when you're selling to the trade, that's plus business. When I'm selling a discretionary item, you'll sell a whole bunch more this week. But next week, when it's at regular price, you'll still sell the same amount you would have anyhow. Different contrast. We got push money then, not to be confused with, and we'll note it in a moment here, a push strategy. Push money is ethically questionable. On this, what happens with push money is basically, let's say that I'm somebody who is with Panasonic, and I'm going into an account, say Best Buy, and I go up to the sales rep and say to that sales rep, hey, I tell you what we do here. We're going to do a little special promo going here. Every Panasonic TV you sell in the month of November, we're going to give you an extra $20. And so a customer goes into the store and says, gee, I'm thinking about a TV set. What do you think is the best brand of TV set? And they say, well, what are you going to say? Panasonic, which means that's why it's ethically questionable. Then you got the conventions, trade shows. Basically, those guys, industry get-togethers for B2B meeting and schmoozing. As a general rule, the general public is not going to be invited, but you can get together and share trends and information, kind of show off your new products to the chain members and channel members, and it's a great place to basically prospect for partners and build strategic alliances. Now, coming back to the strategy, let's look at a push strategy vis-a-vis a pull strategy. And on this thing here, your channel power is going to dictate whether you may significantly employ consumer promos, that's a pull strategy, or you must employ trade promos, a push strategy, pull strategy. You get the customers to go in the account looking for it, and they pull it out the door. Push strategy, trade promos. I push it in the door and build the displays and figure I'll sell it that way. We used to say at Coke, build it high, price it low, watch it go. Push strategy, get it in the door there. So now, let's think about the implications on this. Push strategy, I push it in the door. That is to say, my promo dollars are directed toward channel members, trade promos. I must employ a push strategy if my product is undifferentiated or I'm not a category leader. For one thing, consumer promos are not affordable. The trade is unimpressed anyhow if you're running a consumer promo. And so if I'm Unilever, RC Cola, 888 fertilizer, what can I do? I'm going to give trade allowances to increase the inventory. That's 888 fertilizer. You know what 888 fertilizer is, I trust. It's what they pump out of your septic tank. So I think basically what I'm going to do with 888 fertilizer is I'm just going to try to get a big old display in the store and let people buy it and all that on a trade promo and try to get this thing in the store. By contrast, the pull strategy, I get the customers to come in looking for it and pull it out the door. It's consumer promos. So most of my promo dollars are directed toward consumer promos. I may employ this kind of strategy if my product is differentiated with a competitive advantage and I'm a category leader. So Procter & Gamble, Heinz, Campbell's can emphasize coupons, contests, and so forth. Or, see if I catch on this one, Scott's Turf Builder. What's the difference between Scott's Turf Builder and 888 fertilizer? Scott's Turf Builder basically comes in a full color bag and they advertise it. It's basically the same stuff they pump out of your septic tank. So folks, at this last topic of the course, have I persuaded you yet that anything can be differentiated? If I can differentiate what they pull out of your septic tank and make a brand out of it and get consumer loyalty for it, I think I can differentiate anything. A newish example in this, pharmaceutical companies now. They've always done the basic push strategy, push in the door, get the doctors to prescribe it and give them samples. Now it's basically run the TV ads on this and ask your doctor. I love the one for social anxiety disorder. The guy's sitting in the room there, it's raining, he's looking outside, he's all alone. It's not the fact that no one wants anything to do with him because he's a jerk, but that's not the issue. Basically, guy takes a pill, just takes the pill, the sky clears up, and he's running around a meadow with all sorts of babes hanging around him. Yeah, that's what all it takes. Ask your doctor. I think, this ADD is the one I really love. You got mom and dad are at home, and after a long day's work, they're both working, and the kids are yelling and screaming and wanting to play and stuff like that, as kids are wont to do. So, this kid must have ADD. Give him a pill and put him in front of a TV set or something like that. But that's, there we have. And then we finally have personal selling, one-on-one communication between marketers and prospects and the professional salesperson. And hey folks, like it or not, for about 70% of y'all, your first job is going to be in sales. And by the way, that is the best path to getting a position in advertising, PR, or some other creative area. You do not want to take your first job into PR or some creative area. You'll be on staff. You're never going to move up in the organization. Take it in sales. Be in the sales force. Learn about what goes on at account level with the customers so you know the business. Meanwhile, you're regularly working with the ad people, the PR people, all the other creative people. You're the first one to know when a job opens up, and you're going to know your company's business and the customers, so you're going to get promoted when you get into the organization and all this. It's your biggest opportunities for getting ahead. Now, when I'm talking about the professional salesperson, I am not talking about your stereotype new used car salesman on Palafox or some inside sales rep in a department store. You're not a product-focused supplier who is trying to compete unsuccessfully, I would add, against web-based competitors. What you are is a representative of a company with products and services that will benefit your customers and prospects and help them achieve their bottom line objectives. And in B2B selling, folks, that is really simple. How do I help you increase your profits, reduce your costs, and make your life easier through my product, services, and me personally? That's about what you do. So what you do is you go in, you act as an expert, consultant, and helper, developing strategic relationships founded upon mutual respect and trust. That's a partner. Someone who plays an integral role in the client's business. So what do? You know it all. You know everything about your product, your customer, your industry, the competition, and the individual prospect themselves, because everybody buys differently. Most of that, by the way, is a mouse click away for you. You know your prospect's business better than they do even. What do they need? What do they care about? What are their opportunities? What are their problems? Oh, in sales, you love people who got problems in sales. Because when people got problems, they're motivated to do something about the problem. Can they address their problem through me, my products, my services? If they can, I'm going to make a sale to them. Here's the other thing too. You become the referral expert. Forget cold calls. You don't do cold calls anymore. Basically what you're saying is here, I'm the referral expert. Whatever anybody needs, I know where to send them. You need air conditioning people? You need an accountant? You need your car worked on? You need tax people? I know where to send you. I send referrals to people on a regular basis. Here's another thing. You regularly send referrals to your current customers. On an ongoing basis, you send referrals to current customers, because I guarantee you, somebody is coming along saying, hey, we got the same product and services for less. Yeah, but Bob keeps sending us business. Bob's a partner. That's value worth paying for, folks, and that's why you make the kind of money you do out here. Forget the favors and fears of the good old boy network. You can forget that of hanging out. That does not work. People like doing business with you because you provide value that is worth paying for. Now, you are not going to ever in sales make formal presentations. I know we have courses on campus that have people stand up and get in front of a group and make a 25-minute presentation or something like that. You will never do that in sales. You don't do that. In fact, frankly, your objective in sales is not to talk, but get the customer to talk to you. That's how you help them discover the truth for themselves, and basically how you can uncover their wants, needs, and buying motives. You're getting a two-way dialogue going here. So you're building solutions with them, agreements, you're overcoming objectives and impediments. You learn to negotiate, not just to close a sale, but close a profitable sale. People, I would urge you to consider the fact you really need to know the skills of professional selling, communication, and negotiation, because you're going to use them every day. So if you're at the University of West Florida, take my course, MAR 4412, Professional Selling Methods. Learn what it's all about to be a professional salesperson. And if you're a manager or have any hopes of ever being one, perhaps running your own company, or need to get results by causing things to happen through others in organizations from Microsoft to your local church group to your student organization, you have got to learn the skills of leadership. And I do not mean here the traditional military man, organization man model of yes sir and pass it on down the line. That's not what it's all about. I don't mean just delegating tasks you don't want to do to a subordinate. I do not mean being a good administrator. Administrator is a pejorative term among leaders. An administrator is someone who complies with the law and does policies and procedures. That's not leadership. You've got to be a facilitator, basically helping empowered individuals to work cooperatively together. And in doing that, you have got to create an environment and culture that employees want to be affiliated with because of what is in it for them. And most important of all, you have got to command respect as a manager and a leader, not just as being liked as a peer. You want to learn what effective management is all about. Take MAR 4403, my sales management course. I'll look forward to seeing you in professional selling and sales management. It's been an interesting ride, folks, and this is it. This is Marketing Fundamentals with Bob.